Mula sa Asian Community Development Council, ito ang Filam in Focus. Mondays at 12 noon, right here on PHLV Radio.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another episode of Filam in Focus, a program by the Asian Community Development Council where we highlight issues, inspiring stories and opportunities for the Filipino-American and broader Asian American community. Ako po ang inyong host, Edelweiss Solano. And today we're talking about something exciting and maybe a little overwhelming for our high school students and their families. College. So from applications and scholarships to finding your people and planning for your future. There's a lot to think about, I know, but you don't have to figure it out all alone. So that's why we're talking about the upcoming College Readiness Bootcamp happening on Saturday, September 12 from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the College of Southern Nevada, West Charleston campus, and it is hosted by the Asian Community Development Council. And today we're focusing on one skill that can make a huge difference in college and beyond: networking. So if the networking word makes you think, wait, I have to talk to strangers, don't worry, we're keeping it practical and fun. And joining us today is Josh Arredondo, the State Director of Programs for Jobs for Nevada's Graduates, or JAG, and one of our panelists for our featured session, Networking for Success. So thank you, Josh,
Thank you,
and welcome to Filam in Focus.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Josh, let's kick it off. So for the upcoming College Readiness Bootcamp, as one of our featured panelists for the Networking for Success, where you'll be showing high schoolers how simple conversations can open doors, and also open doors to internships, mentorships, and even careers. So why is the session like Networking for Success a vital piece for the College Readiness Bootcamp event?
Well, let me tell you, it's super important because students get the opportunity to meet other folks, know about their professions. It opens a wide range of opportunities: scholarships, internships, job shadowing, and that's the most important thing. It helps them understand what college is all about. So networking is a critical component for our youth to be familiar with and get used to.
I love that. And you know, when you hear the word networking, it's you. Of course, the students, like, immediately picture a room full of adults. But what you're saying is that it's about networking is about relationships, and it opens doors to learning about scholarships, mentorship, and so how do they go about it? They're just curious on how do they start the conversation.
I think it's as simple as shaking someone's hand. But a lot of our youth are so nervous to network with other youth or adults. They get really nervous. It's all about perhaps even meeting up with a friend. Going with a friend to an event like this and network with your friend. Just saying hello. A simple hello can open the communication and the conversation, and just getting to know that individual that you're meeting, communicating with other students that are in these amazing events that are being offered. But communication, shaking hands, smiling, just saying hello can definitely open up the conversation to make them feel more comfortable.
I see. Well, that's a good advice. And you said it right. A lot of the students are nervous and shy, and can really, being in a room full of adults can really feel intimidating. And so the one way you're saying is to, say hello, shake their hands, and just, to break the ice, right?
Yes.
So is that like, what do you do, and how, maybe, what are the other questions that they can ask to start the conversations to?
Besides saying hello, perhaps ask, what do you do? If you're going to meet at an event like this, there's going to be all kinds of people. There's going to be admission people, there's going to be counselors, teachers, perhaps someone that's offering a scholarship. Just ask, what do you do? What kind of career do you have? How did you get into that career? What does your company offer for students like myself if I'm trying to go into college? Things like that will help the conversation get started.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Josh, for that. And now let's bring in the for the parents. Parents and their families play a major role in the college transition. So how can parents or even their families support the kids who are going to workshops like this?
I've done the college boot camp for so many years, and it's so great to see parents come with the students. I think what's really great and what I've seen, Vice, is when you bring a parent, sometimes the parent starts the conversation. Because, the students are so shy. So having that parent, that mentor, or that advisor come with those students or that particular youth and start the conversation would help connect that individual with individuals that are in the event. It's like an icebreaker having that adult with you, because sometimes it can be really nerve-wracking being a young youth in a huge event with so many people. How to start that conversation. So if they have that advisor or if they have that adult or parent with them, it's much easier.
For sure. And then I love that bringing in a parent or even an advisor to the event will definitely help boost their confidence. And how about you talk about scholarships available and resources on that day, and the biggest concern for families and especially these students is paying for college. So and one of the focus of the event is scholarships, resources on scholarships and financial aid. And how can networking with admissions representatives and even counselors, even leaders, help students discover available grants or scholarship?
Well, like I said, just attending the event alone, you're going to get a lot of information. And so one of the ways is to learn about FAFSA. When does FAFSA start? How do I qualify for FAFSA or the Promise Grant? What is the Promise Grant? How many community service hours do I need to complete? When you have an event like this, there's going to be individuals that are going to be able to provide this information for you. Even as far as the Public Education Foundation, they offer a lot of scholarships, but a lot of students don't know how to apply, where to go. But events like this are so critical and so important to our youth and our community because they're exposed to all these great opportunities.
That is such an important point, Josh, that you made. And thank you for bringing that up, because these are the sessions that the students will be expecting, and the resources and also representatives from talking about availability of those scholarships is what they will hear when they attend this kind of events. And Josh, as a state director for JAG, can you tell us about the role that you do at JAG and then what the organization does for the community?
No, absolutely. So Jobs for Nevada's graduates focuses on providing resources to our students. We're in 54 schools throughout Nevada, across Nevada. And so our specialists are really like the advocates of our students. The students that come into our program, our JAG program, sometimes don't know what they want to do after high school, or perhaps are lost, or are going to become lost in school, like they want to drop out. And so the great thing about our specialists is that our specialist works closely with the school to provide all the resources that our students need to become successful in high school, graduate from high school, and then pursue their post-secondary opportunities that they have out there. And so our specialists work really, really hard with our students across the state to reassure that they have all the resources needed to be able to graduate from high school and to continue that journey after high school.
Oh, nice. That's exciting. And also to hear about the wonderful work that you do for high school students. That's amazing. In 54 states, and especially in Nevada alone. So, Josh, like, what they're gonna meet you on the event, and then how else can they find more information about JAG?
One of the things is go to jagnevada.org. You can also go to your local high school and ask if there's a JAG representative on campus. We're in most of the high schools here in Nevada, but like, you'll meet me there. Come say hello, network with me. I'll help you network with other individuals throughout the event. But what's really great is that JAG Nevada changes lives every day. And we are in 54 programs, and we're really excited. We're expanding. It's the heart of Nevada, the JAG program. And we're really proud to serve this community and the outstanding work that our agency and our specialists are doing. And so we're really excited that JAG Nevada partners up with organizations like ACDC with this amazing boot camp opportunity. Once again, I've volunteered and participated for over 10 years, and so I will continue to advocate for this amazing opportunity. You know, as a specialist, when I was in the classroom, I wanted my students to take advantage of all the great opportunities that the community offers, and so ACDC was one of them. And so this is going to be a great event. Make sure you show up. Make sure you're excited. Make sure you're ready for all the great information you're going to get and all the amazing organizations that will be there to support you.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you, Josh, for supporting the organization and the many programs. You mentioned earlier about 54 programs. Can you tell us more about those programs, what those programs are?
Yes, so the JAG program, we have 54 programs across the state, and so we have a specialist in each of those schools. And these specialists are the ones that deliver the JAG curriculum, the JAG model. They're advocates for our students. And so they have the opportunity to enroll up to 60 students in each class. Some of them exceed more than 60 students. What's really great about our JAG program is we don't just support you while you're in school and you graduate. We follow you up after you graduate for 12 months. And so our specialists are dedicated to those students for 12 months, those seniors, to support them. Some of them are going into post-secondary education, the military, are looking for jobs, or any career path. That specialist works closely with that student for 12 months to provide support services, guidance, counseling, mentorship, whatever that student needs to become successful.
Wow, that's fantastic. Oh my God, just to hear that, all the available resources for the high school students. So if you're thinking about joining the College Readiness Bootcamp on Saturday, September 12th, please do, because we have resources, and then you'll get to meet Josh and talk about all of the support that you will be needing. So yeah, and then let's shift gears a bit, Josh. And then for students who are thinking, you know, what areas they would like to pursue, like marketing or even nonprofit. So how can they build their personal brand or networking or help networking support them?
You know, the first thing is first, do your research. You know, not everyone is meant to go to college. Some students want to go to trades.
Yes.
So do your research, volunteer, go to different organizations. You know, I always encourage my students, if you want to be a nurse, volunteer at a nurse facility. You know, it's so great. I mean, and you're going to have the opportunity. You know, I've been through this boot camp for many years, and my students got the opportunity to meet so many individuals, professionals across the state. And so networking is super important, but also following up. So if you meet someone, follow up, send that email, connect with that individual to see how they can help you stay in touch with whatever career path you want to go to.
Well, those are like excellent points, Josh. And then, yeah, I always like remember all the support that you have provided the organization and all those events, and most especially helping those students.
Yes.
You know, so and making a difference in their lives. So that's very noble,
Thank
Josh. And then, okay, let's bring it home, Josh. When for everyone who's listening and thinking, you know, okay, this sounds great, but should I actually come? Why should they attend the College Readiness Bootcamp?
It would change your life. You know, give yourself an opportunity. If you're that student that's not sure if college is for you or how to even start or can I afford it, events like these are created throughout the state to reassure that we supply the knowledge to our students. ACDC is doing an outstanding job in being able to put these kind of events together, invite professionals in colleges and universities to come to speak to you. So don't give up. Give yourself a chance. Step into that room, be open-minded, be ready to have questions. So do your research. Come and enjoy a day of great individuals. You get to network, great music, great friends, and most important, you'll get all the information you need to become successful after you graduate from high school.
Oh, I love that, Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the biggest takeaway is that it will change their lives. So,
it will change.
they don't have to have everything figured out. You will be there to...
I will be there. I'll help you and assist you.
Yes.
Come reach out to me. Come speak with me, and I'll definitely give you some guidance in regards to what other steps you need. But don't be nervous. Just come and have fun. Life is about enjoying life and learning new things.
Oh, yes, that's amazing, Josh. And just show up and stay curious, ask questions, especially meet Josh, and then it will open up to various possibilities. So, Josh, before we let you go, let's have a little fun.
Okay.
I know you just had fun during your vacation, but we're calling this the College Readiness Speed Round.
Okay.
And just your first instinct, like what comes to mind. So the first question is networking or cold emailing?
Oh, networking.
Okay, see you there. Best networking skill: confidence, curiosity, or listening?
Listening.
Amazing. Okay, students, write that one down. Listening. Okay, number 3. What's worse, saying too much or being too nervous to say hello?
Everyone says
We're guilty of that, you know. Okay, so one word you want every high school student to remember when preparing for college.
believe.
Oh, I love that, Josh. Simple but powerful.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you so
for
much.
joining us today and helping our students, prepare for college and really understand. But in essence, like helping them out, like in any aspects of their life. So thank you, Josh, for all that you do. And so it's really about connections, everyone, asking questions and being curious, and also be willing to introduce yourself. Just a simple hello, just like what Josh said. So to all our students listening, remember, you don't need to know exactly what your future looks like. You just need to take the next step. And the next step could be showing up at the ACDC's College Readiness Bootcamp on Saturday, September 12 at CSN West Charleston campus. So come ready to learn, come ready to ask questions, come ready to meet people, and most importantly, come ready to invest in yourself. Just like what Josh said, it will make a difference in your life. And so parents, bring your kids, students, bring your questions. And again, thank you, Josh, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone listening to Filam in Focus, a program of the Asian Community Development Council, or ACDC. Remember, your future doesn't happen by chance. It begins with the choices, courage, and connections you make today. Ako po ang inyong host, Ada Solano, signing off. Maraming salamat po.